Welcome back to Big Up. Today we're going to talk about the latest album by Digital's label Function. It's Function 50, so the 50th release on Function called Shadows. If you watched my favorite albums of 2019, my favorite releases of 2019 video, you will know that this was my second favorite album of the year after the King of the Rollers album, which is still to this day blew me away. But this one is a very close second. This album is amazing. It's a banger. It's got amazing artists. So let's take a quick look at the format. So we've got a 3-plate release on vinyl. There was only 150 of these pressed. So if you can go find one of these, go find it now. I have a feeling that this thing's going to go up in value, though I never buy my music based on that. But, it certainly doesn't hurt. So as you can see, it's got some amazing artists on it. We've got Caliber and Jet Li. We've got Kiat. We've got Digital. We've got Outrage. We've got Seba. We've got Total Science, Trace, Digital and Spirit, Baseline, Simon Smith, and Clute. So an amazing lineup. There isn't a bad song on this thing. It starts off with a nice roller by Caliber. It's one of those rare drum and bass songs that will get stuck in your head for like a long time, and like it's got a real catchy melody. Kiat's Stranger Things is maybe my favorite tune on this. It samples the old Horns for 94 sample, which is a very famous sample. It's been sampled by EPROM. It's been sampled by JB. It's been sampled a couple other places. We got Digital just doing his dub stuff. That's just amazing. No Mine and Outrage killing it. We've got this Need for Mirrors remix of Deadline. Deadline's probably Digital's most famous tune. I mean, like, that was a huge tune. And Need for Mirrors just like bangs out an amazing remix of it. This is like these Stranger Things and the Deadline remix are those type of tunes that are going to be like played out for years to come. They will be in like my favorite of list for years to come. If I was playing out or doing like a radio show, you'd be hearing them on almost every single radio show. Seba does his thing. Total Science. Let's talk about Total Science a little bit here. So Total Science, like, I think we're huge victims of the digital switchover. I love Total Science when I first got into drum and bass in like 99, 2000, like was super into Total Science. And then on CIA and Advanced, which we've talked about in the past, if you've watched some of my videos, I think that they kind of fell off a cliff. I think they got a little misguided. They were working with Baron, and I know in an old Knowledge magazine they talked about working with Baron, and Baron is the one that taught them Logic on their Macs. And you can hear Baron stuff. Like, you can hear Baron's influence. You can hear Baron's production style. I think it took Total Science to it took them a while to write themselves. I mean, they jumped in the jump up bandwagon, and they released some bad tunes. That's not even to say that even at that time, they would still have like these magical tunes that would come out. Quiff, when he was doing Hospital stuff, I liked a lot of that Hospital stuff. But yeah, for a while, Total Science was kind of like had a bad connotation by name, but not anymore. Like, now I'm excited to see Total Science, which is awesome because they have been doing drum and bass properly since the very beginning. And this second wave tune is it's a banger. It's heavy. It's hugely produced. We've got DJ Trace doing his thing. It's probably, as you might expect, it's kind of the most techie song on here. We've got, another kind of well-known tune, Primal, with a Resound remix. Drumline, bassline, drum sound and bassline Smith do like their thing, and then Clute, Sick of All, like, great. So I've the one thing that I kept thinking about when I was listening to this album is it sounds like pre Ed Rush and Optical Tech Step, or the stuff that Digital's been doing ever since the beginning. It's timeless. It sounds like a throwback to earlier Jungle, but sounds up to date, but isn't Jungle tunes. It sounds, to me, it was like Digital went to all of his friends and said, just make me a hard banging tune. Like, this album flows in a way that it all sounds cohesive. It all sounds good. It sounds like late 90s, early 2000s, harder style drum and bass, but not overly techy. It's all real bass heavy. It's all mixed down in a way that sounds modern and great. I honestly think that this album will go down as a timeless album of amazing drum bass tunes. I know that people have been raving about this album from the little bit of chatter I've seen online. If you can find a copy of this on vinyl, go buy it. Go snatch it up. It's worth paying even a little bit of a premium for it. Just get it. Go listen to it on SoundCloud. Link in the description. Not SoundCloud, Spotify. So that's my take on Shadows by Function. I think this is definitely a 5 out of 5 for me, which means that you're just foolish if you don't pick it up. So let me know what you think of it. Did you hate it? Did you love it? Am I an idiot? Let me know in the comments. Let's start a debate. All right, peace out.